Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we're finally going to be removing the near side wing from my Rover P4, which will allow us to get access to the chassis in order to do some repairs to it. I've done some preliminary work in removing certain parts that need to be removed so that we can remove the wing. So I'll quickly go through those in a minute, and then we'll go through the number of bolts that need to be removed in order to remove the wing. So without further ado, let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is remove everything from the inner part of the wing. And the first thing we need to do is remove the wiring harness, which is clipped into place in several places on the inner wing. Then there are 3 brackets, 1, 2 and 3, which secure the starting handle in place, and then finally we remove the bracket here, which secures the washer bottle. And finally, to remove the wing, we need to undo, I think it's either 12 or 13 bolts. The first ones are down here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, which secure the wing to the radiator support. And then this is a part I'm a little bit unsure of. There are 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, which hold the back part of the wing on. But this is also part of a bracket down here. And behind there are 4 bolts. I've removed one already, but I think it's easier to remove these and the wing should come off. I don't think I'll need to remove the other side, but we'll see. And then if we just look inside the car, there are another 6 bolts. Let's get some light on the subject. There are another 6 bolts here going down, and those are bolts going into captive nuts. And in order to get access to those nuts, we needed to remove the rubber trim securing plate, or I think that's what it's called, or something similar. So what I need to do now is get on and undo all those bolts, and hopefully the wing is going to come off. I won't film all of that, but I'll just leave the camera running and I'll fast forward to the point where I've undone all the bolts. All of the bolts removed. I've just left one that's, although it's loose, it's still there, and that's the top bolt there, you can see. The other 2 have been removed, and I've removed those 3 nuts off the bolts there. 2 of the bolts have been pulled out, and there's one just holding that part on there. And once I've undone the bolt I've just shown you, it should come out. And inside, all of those bolts have been removed. And now if I just pull that last bolt out, the wing should come off. At least that's the plan. So I'll put you back on the stand now, and we'll see if that is going to work. Okay, let's remove this last bolt then and see what happens. Okay, that's the last bolt out. I've just got to knock that back one out. Excuse me. And it should just pull off. It looks as though it probably will, to be honest. So, will it or won't it? Something seems to be holding it in place. Okay, so I did actually forget to undo two, they look like not set screws but coarse screws that you can see just there, and once I removed those it sort of came loose. So now I'll put you back on the stand and hopefully everything is ready to allow me to remove the near side front. Okay, let's give it a go this time. There was a little bit of rust down on a bracket down here that was just slightly holding the wing, but now it should just pull off. Famous last words, so here goes. Whoa, there we go. Front near side wing off. I'll just put it down on some blanket and there we go. Front wing removed. Okay, as you can see, there is the near side front wing removed. And this wing has had some work done to it, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. And there are a few areas that need repair, but that will be the subject of another video, as will a full evaluation of the chassis. But as you can see, it really is a fairly simple process to remove the wing. And I will be removing the offside wing, but there is a little bit more to it, although it's just a matter of unbolting various bits and pieces. So again, that'll be part of another video, and I'll go through that quickly when I come to do it. But if we look here, as I said I think in a previous video, down there you can see is the rubber. Oops, let me pick it up. As you can see, that is the rubber weather strip, and that is the I think it's called a splash panel, and that, as you can see, is no good anymore. And I think there's been some repairs, and this part of the bulkhead here looks as though it's going through, so that's going to be another repair panel, or I'll fabricate something. And also here there has been some remedial work here. The access panel's been renewed, and to me that looks as though it's been filled, so I need to investigate that particular part there. So that will be the end of this video, and in the next one we'll be having a look at the state of the wing and what needs doing on that, and we'll also be cleaning up this side of the chassis and seeing exactly what needs doing to it to bring it back to life. So that's all for this episode of the ongoing rabbit hole that is the repairs to my Rover P480. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you wish to. Thanks a lot. Bye.